is because she came here on vacation, and she had one of her arteries burst, and she started getting internal bleed. However, it could have been fixed had we had a specialist to do that operation. So when the problem happened and she was in a hospital, some of the best hospitals, they were like, we only have 2 specialists in the country, and they're not in the country. So my mom bled and died.
Yeah, and that sadly happens.
Yeah.
That's
just proof to show that actually it even goes home too.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Just imagine what's happening to the people in Kaberamaido, people in Gomba, people in Chiriandongo. It happens like that. So we want to fix that. It was agreed in the Abuja Declaration, where we had delegates, that every government in Africa here to fix, at least those that attended, to fix their healthcare system, they had to at least up their budget to only 15%, so that, because ultimately it's the budget. Here in Uganda, you see what used to be Doctor's Village is now CMI. We used to study wanting to be doctors. Now nobody wants to be a doctor. Point number 3 that we want to deal with is our education sector. Man, I don't like our education sector. I don't like our colonial education sector that believes in fluent English,
right,
other than ideas. We have very fluently speaking university graduates that cannot even produce a loaf of bread. You get what I mean?
Right.
So me, when I'm president, I will enforce a skill-oriented education system. You're going to see that when I'm president, I will major on 3 A's. The first A in school will be academics, the second A will be athletics, the third A will be arts, and these are going to be given equal budget and equal, emphasis.
Right.
Why not all of us are going to be superstars at mathematics?
Right.
Exactly. Personally, I was not the best at mathematics, but there's some things that I was perfect at. So in that education system, we're not going to force our children to be what they were not talented to be.
Exactly.
We will produce engineers, we will produce doctors, but we shall produce athletes as well. Because our country has been most lifted up by sportsmen and women.
Exactly.
To protect etc. How about if these children were nurtured right from school? If we had put the right facilities together today, all of playing fields of schools are being sold off to build malls.
Exactly.
I don't believe in that.
Right.
I think we can do much better than that. So want to focus on academics, want to focus on athletics and the arts as well. Just imagine.
Yes, that arts.
Just imagine. I was nurtured as a talented artist. Right from primary school, right from kindergarten.
Right.
You will have talented artists that are taught how to market their music, how to deal with pre-career times, during their career and post-career times.
Exactly.
You will not find talented artists or athletes turning into beggars. You're not going to find ignorant artists. I'm lucky that I became a reasonable artist because I got opportunity to study the details of my art at Makerere University.
Right.
But this I should have studied much earlier. Why did I waste time with chemistry? Why did I waste time with physics? etc. So our education system has to be balanced to produce people that are going to make sense in our country. And yes, I must say that the skills must be tested at every level.
Right.
By the time a child leaves P7, they must have a certain level of theory and yes, a very substantial level of practical.
Yes.
I mean, we left senior 6, but we were always broke. These guys are stopped in P7 and went to Gold Technical. They could build,
they know how to do things.
They could make bricks. They could make tables and chairs. They were more useful citizens to our society than us.
Right.
I can talk about our education system for the whole day, but
yeah. So while we're still on the
finally,
arts, yes, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, while we're still on the arts, because I didn't want to jump that before. I didn't want to leave it on the arts. There's a new things that have come up from the government. new guidelines that artists have to go through as far as if they have to produce music videos, if you have to do a movie, you know, you gotta go to UCC or you gotta pay certain money. You know, what do you think about that? Like, how? Because our artists are like literally, I feel like they're literally sitting there and saying nothing.
Yeah, that's nonsense. I must say those so-called regulations are nonsense. You see, this Museveni government is too scared, and they don't know how to handle panic. Now they are attacking the music industry because the music industry produced Bobby Wine. And they're trying to make sure that no other artist comes out to be like Bobby Wine. They want to make sure that the industry does not produce another Bobby Wine, even if it means killing it.
Exactly.
You know, that's why they're trying to gag the artists, to control them. They tried to buy them, they couldn't handle. They tried intimidating them, they couldn't handle. Now they're trying to bring these silly regulations